when maybe the most life-changing event in the last 100 years is occurring, in my opinion, and that's AI, artificial intelligence. And I don't just mean what you might know of, which is Chat GPT or some of those just wordsmithing things, but I'm talking about Elon Musk, for example, predicting that by 2029, so that's 5 years from now, that artificial intelligence will have more information in its brains than all the human beings in the world. And apologize, but there's a little bit of talk in the hallway outside my room. I hope you're not hearing that too loud, but there's nothing that I can do about it. I think they're walking out in the hallway. Anyway, that's either scary or it's exciting. I'm an optimist, and I'm going to say it's exciting. I think that it could mean some very positive things. So we are forming EPN right now, and we're out marketing projects, and we need professionals. We need people to join. So notice here, it says, click here to become an EPN free member. Mark, click there. Let's just see let's just show people what it takes to do and how harmless and easy this is. So Mark's doing what you would do if you went to this site, which, by the way, you can get there at environmentalprofessionalsnetwork.com, or is it EPN Network? Mark, this site what's its URL? By the way, it went away, Mark. So I think you need to bring that back up, whatever came. So it's showing me.
I'll bring this back up. I'll go to the form that you fill up. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. All right. So all you do is put your email address and your first and last name, and it says it's free. There's no upsells here. It's not trying to get you anything more. So make up a name, Mark. That's one of the things that we are able to do here. We can make fakes. So just do something, Mark, and fill it out, and then click again. And let's just see what you get from there, just to show you that. You missed something.
Yep, agree.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I think you only put one name in, Mark. It said first and last name. So maybe it's these things are kind of smart, everybody. I think it just because you didn't have two names there.
So I have read and agreed all these things.
Something's still missing. What else do we have here? Now?
So I checked this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we've got a problem here. Maybe we're learning something here, everybody, which is be a good thing. It's always good to learn. Are there any other comments, Mark? I don't see any others here in the chat. So.
Okay. So let's see.
We need to check this out. This should be taking us there. Don't know why this is not doing this. This isn't live yet, everybody, so don't worry about it. We're building this right now as we speak.
So
what does it say there? I can't. You've agreed. In the red. I have read and I agree.
Yeah, right here. Okay.
You didn't. You missed the second check mark. Okay.
Right.
So it's not broken.
Okay. So now they need more information.
Yeah, and that's because it wants you to set your account up. So you're going to and this will get you into actually the home site.
Yeah. So I'll just type in
first and last name, first there.
Yeah.
I've been on the road for a week as of today, and I'm getting what they call hat hair. I wash my hair, obviously, but it's still. So Mark's just putting in name and password. This is all there is to this. So you need your first and last name. Okay, welcome to have you with us. So now Mark uses something. Let's stop there. We highly recommend, and we've been using it how long now, Mark? 6 or 7 years that we've been using LastPass?
Right. Yep. Several years.
Yeah. By the way, that went to that other screen that just came up on Mark's because there's a feature built in here that if you just quit at this point and leave the page, it actually brings what's called a drop down in to just sort of encourage you to get involved. So now, if Mark clicks on back to home, let's see where it takes him. All right, so that just took him back to the main page, but now he should have gotten an email. And you don't need to show your emails, Mark, but why don't you just read what you see that you got from the email?
So, okay. So I'm just opening up my email and it says confirmation for purchase and then congratulations, thank you for purchasing EPN free membership including registration documents by Environmental Professional Network Community. You can log in with your email and password at this link below, and there's a link.
Okay, so why don't you click on that? We're not showing you the email because we don't want to show you all of Mark's emails. But so Mark is doing that now, and the next screen he's going to get is what you would get as you actually became directly involved.
So now I need to log in with my password, and what I get is a second.
Mark is just going to show us what you get because we're going to do the same thing with the EAT community because I'm going to make a statement to you here that I think will surprise you, those of you that are here on this webinar. So Mark's just typing this in. It's his screen, so I didn't want to grab the screen because it's easier for me to talk when not having to worry about going to the screen. Yeah, you should maybe.
I should go to my library.
Right, just from your library.
Yep, so it'd be easier instead of.
Once you become a member, it goes into your library. So he's now a free member of EPN.
And I can go to the dashboard and just see what is up here.
These are all just what's available for people. And again, we're going to have all these different types of memberships that people can have. So what we're focusing on right now are the top ones that Mark went by. Student, which we're going to make for a while. All these, by the way, are going to be free for a period of time. Eventually, they will charge money, but the top three here are the ones that our professionals will be in. So these will be the people that would be doing projects for EPN as we conduct environmental projects. And we do it for much lower rates than any of the others. So let's look at associate. Just click on that, enter the site, Mark, and just see where it takes you. Are there any other comments that I'm not seeing, Mark, other than the ones from Corey?
Let me check. So I'll go and check the comment. So it looks like, okay, Corey says perfect, thank you. And that's all. That's all for comments. So again,
Yeah, and I think, Mark, you're not able to enter that because you haven't
logged in.
you haven't signed up.
I can.
Try the free one. Go into the free one, which
Right.
is you have signed up for.
Here it is.
And it just gives you a number of things. And the biggest thing you get is just scroll down, Mark. This is something that we spend a lot. We spend a good amount of money for. Is resources. Click on the resources down there. You get a free book. You actually get a couple of them potentially, and no, 3 even. We've actually added another one. And then the last one is what I really want you to get down to, Mark. Keep scrolling down. Maybe it's on page 2. It's actually, is it at this level? Will the bid net, I want to just show them the bid net, the list of projects. You know, it could be you have to be an advisor level member. Again, we're putting all this together. So I think that it's not a resource for the free level at this point. So we don't really, we're going to want our professionals, the people that are going to be providing work to others, to be members as either advisors or associates. And when you do that, you get an immediate benefit, which is you will find out about every government project that's provided, that's being bid throughout the entire United States. And whether it's a city, a county, a state, or the fed or a federal project. Literally thousands of projects. And we go through those and screen them, and we make them available to where you might get a source of business you wouldn't otherwise be able to get. That's something that would cost you enough, so much, and I want to just throw out a number, that you'd never do it unless you were one of these bigger firms that had 100 people or more. And we're doing it. We're doing it for you. And that only adds a little bit of additional overhead when you spread it out over a lot of businesses. And let's see, it's 3:40. We've got about 20 minutes left. Please, anybody, if you've got questions or comments, throw them in. Mark, let's go to the Eat site now, and Eat Free. Let's now, Eat Free. So the Eat site, which is where we archive all of these presentations that are done, and we've had, I think, over 1,700 that have been done in the 7.5 years now. We will have our 8th anniversary in June, and we started June 6th, 2016, and doing these presentations that people can attend for free. And that we're just showing you, if you registered for this webinar, you are also automatically made a free member of the Eat Free community. And again, you get a number of benefits. And what surprises us all the time is how many of our members have no idea that they get these benefits. Because, and we know they must not have any idea, because they never, ever come to the site. They join and they've never been here. I'm going to play this video, but there's a short little video there for 20 minutes that gives, no, is it 20 or 11? 11 minutes that get, you can get all the knowledge you need about how to use the site. And then down below, keep scrolling down now, Mark. Of the 1,700 or so of these presentations we've done, there is now below here a category and then a table of contents. And let's just go to the table of contents. Mark, something's screwy, by the way. Go back up. Let's go back a page. We do need to, we're always catching mistakes. Notice the calendar isn't right there on that, in the sidebar. There. That's something we need to change. And listed below here now are and the ones that you will be able to see are the ones that are in blue. The ones that are in orange, if you check on them, and we're going to do that in a minute, but look, these are just, we're barely getting started here. Mark's going to just scroll a little bit more. These are all Mark Shepard's presentations here. There are 40 of them, and then a bunch of Q&As, and then also a whole bunch of case studies that Mark did for all over the world. So you can go ahead and stop there, Mark, but everything in blue you can watch. So click on just the top one there, whatever, this Michael Judd. One of the things about Webinar Jam is that once you change from one form to another, you have to actually bring it up. So here's a presentation that Michael did. And if you click on the play button there, which Mark's not going to do, it'll start to play. But then in many cases, we actually have edited these to a certain degree. And you go down a little further on the page, there might even be a transcript or an ability to just listen to it like you would a podcast. And this would have been the edited version of a webinar, a podcast that we did with Michael Judd. And when was that one done, Mark? 11/10/21. And they're typically an hour long. And there are lots of them, 1,700 or more. And people don't come and get this. This is free. And these are world class. This fella, and I'm sorry, I don't remember all these, but he is a world expert in regenerative agriculture. And I know a lot of those folks. I don't know this guy. So just real quick, Mark, I don't think that the audience is going to be able to hear it, but just click on play. I'll keep talking, but I think it will actually be in the background. And if you notice, this is one where the host was not me. Is that Aaron? Who's the host there? Is that Sierra? Mark, I can't tell from the picture.
That's Sierra.
Okay. And my light went off again over here. I'm going to walk for a second. So this is, just scroll to the end of it, Mark, just show how long it is. You can just scroll. No, yeah, there. Just take it down. So there's 52 minutes. So it's just a little tad over an hour. So that's one thing you get to have. What we then do is we take these. I'm going to go over and turn this light back on again. Just move for a second. What we do is we edit these and we turn them into specific courses. And this is free for you. But if you really want to dive in and get deep in knowledge, you would want to take one of these specific courses. So, Mark, why don't you bring up the environmental consulting, because that's the one that we're just getting finished and getting ready to put out into the market. By the way, this sweater that I'm wearing today, that little logo right there, is a sideways S. I got this in Oslo. No, not even Oslo. I got it in a coastal town on the Arctic coast of Norway on the longest day of the year. I don't remember what year it was. It's been 10 plus years ago, June 22nd or 23rd, when pretty much is light all day in this northern Norwegian area. And I was there visiting a eco lodge in that part of the world. And this was a present that we got for being there. So I was there to speak to them, to the people that were there. So Mark, go ahead and bring up when you get it ready. Bring up the ecological consulting, environmental consulting course that we're working on, getting ready to be finished with. And we're going to use a little different format for it. Notice this one. And I'm curious, I'll just call it the table of contents. This is what a lot of people are using now, rather than the whole page like you saw on the other one. There still is a right-hand sidebar. None of this is finished yet, as you can see. Where we're actually going to be able to gamify, which is a big deal now in the internet world, to use games to get people motivated to do things when you have courses for them. Just pick one, Mark, which let's go under data collection. Just go to one of those. So again, this is now the video that you would have, and we try to keep these 20 minutes or less. This one's right around that, 21 minutes, because that's about what people's concentration, good concentration time is. So on this particular lesson of this course, you'd be watching a 21-minute session, and it's on data collection. We're not going to play it because I don't think you'd hear it anyway. Keep scrolling down, Mark, on this page. So here's now just a summary of what it is you're going to be learning. You can also just listen if you, let's say, driving down the road. And that's the end of it for this page. So go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to add a transcript to this video, so they can also get the written transcript as they watch it. So it's two ways to get information.
Correct. And that transcript is available now, and the way we're able to do it is by AI. We can actually use AI to create the transcript directly from the people talking. This is me. This is my course. I taught this course. So if we were to play this 21-minute piece here, That came from one hour session that I had done, and Mark broke it apart into approximately 20-minute pieces. So this is probably one of that particular session's talks that I gave. Anyway, that's the last step of what we do in the whole process. We create courses. So we go from the free that you get just by coming and watching us do these to the actual topics that we put professionally made and something that will help you to where you can provide, get enough knowledge that you might even be able to skip going to college for something, for example. That's what we hope down the road to be the case. So we've got about 7 or 8 minutes left here. I just want to make sure if anybody's got questions that they put those in. Why don't you put in some ones if this has been helpful for you, by the way.
So there's one more question. So, so Corey says, I'm definitely interested in helping in the Midwest.
Okay, awesome. What's your expertise, Corey? Just put in what's your specialty? What is it that you are an expert in? Mark, while he's thinking about that, let's go to one more page to end up the day. Let's go to one of Mark Shepard's sessions, or Elaine Ingham. Let's go to an Elaine Ingham session. Elaine Ingham has been by far our most popular speaker. Elaine's spoken with us 5 or 6 times. I'm always forgetting whether it was 5 or 6. Every time she spoke, we had more than 1,000 people on every one of those sessions. Overbooked our system. Our system can have up to 1,000 guests at one time. And she had more than that. And we had people waiting to get in until somebody dropped off. Anyway, I was just going to quickly show that that's something, because what we didn't show is right now we have what's called Eat Elite that you can also become a member of. And that either you can buy it on a monthly basis, which we call Eat Pro. And it's not expensive. It's $9.99 a month, $10 a month. Or we have a one-time fee basis that's anywhere from $750 to $1,000, depending on the bonuses that you get. And how many did she do for us there, Mark? Did you already break these up? You probably did, didn't you?
Like some of them were like 2-hour long, so I did part 1 and 2 out of the long videos. But these are mostly 1 hour as it is, and then the 2-hour longs are now part 1, 2, and 3. So she did like really long sessions with Q&A.
Right. By the way, Corey says that his expertise is in heavy construction, which is awesome, and carpentry. See, those are great skills for us to add to the community. So as we talk to you, Corey will tell you more about. But you should go into EPN and the Environmental Professionals Network and just sign up for free, and then we'll know that you're somebody that is going to be interested in providing these kinds of services for our whole community. And our whole community is not trivial, everybody. We have over 33,000 members on a worldwide basis. And not all of them are active. Matter of fact, most of them are not. That's what's a little discouraging at times, because a lot of the people just don't get involved because they don't have the time, or there's lots of reasons. And we just want to try to encourage more and more people, because the world really needs what the kinds of things are that we're doing and a number of others are doing out there. So we are coming up to the top of the hour, and I'm going to see if there's any other questions. Mark, do you see anything else?
I think we're all caught up on questions.
Okay. Well, I think tomorrow we have a replay, so it's not live, but we have a replay webinar being done that Mark will put on by Mark Shepard. It's one of the ones. It's one that you wouldn't get in our free course. You'd have to be able to join as an Eat Elite member. So it is one that it'd be fairly unique. It was only played once previously. By the way, that's a finger that I whacked with something doing carpentry, and the fingernail's going to fall off at some point, I think.
Well, it turned black.
Yeah, it's turning black. Mark, what session? What are you doing tomorrow? Which Mark Shepard one is tomorrow?
I will do one of the. I think it's 11. I'm not sure, but session 11 or 17, somewhere there. But I just picked one random session. So we used to do this. Like we used to play before. We did one replay session where I played in succession, like 1, 2, 3, 4, in that order. But now I'm just picking randomly, because that way we get more curiosity from people who wants to get the whole course, and then they get ahead on the course, and then they might be interested to get the whole thing and buy it.
All right. Well, we are at the top of the hour here. And like I said, we like to keep it to this time unless we've got a lot of other questions, and we do go over sometimes, but it doesn't look like we're going to today. I hope everybody has an amazing week. Do something economic. We didn't use that word hardly today. Help some other people make some money. You make some yourself, making the planet better. And so with that said, why don't you take us out, Mark?